Hey everyone, I am Molly Jakes. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're brand new here, thank you so much for being here. I offer up information on how to make a successful freelance art business. So in today's video, I am going to be sharing how you can invest in your freelance art business to hopefully get more of the clients that you actually want to work with. So if this is something that interests you, make sure you stick around and keep watching. All right, let's get started. All right, so if you're brand new here, make sure you go ahead, hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up. That subscribe button is literally right here. It's right on my channel, so go ahead, hit it. I would absolutely love that and appreciate it. And yeah, so let's just get started. Hopefully I won't leave out a lot of the information that was very important like I did yesterday, but we'll see. I'm kind of winging it. That's what I would do with these things. We'll see. Okay, so investing in your freelance art business. So where to start? Let's start at the very beginning. Education. So when we first start investing in our business, in my opinion, I think one of the best ways to invest is through quality education. Now, the internet is amazing. You can learn some great things here on YouTube, on other platforms, but I truly believe in like real classes. So whether it's an online class or a class in person, I think it's important because it creates a community conversation around whatever you're doing, and you have fellow students to hold you accountable for whatever technique you're learning. And in the art world, I think having an instructor who knows what they're doing, telling you what to do, the skills that you gain from that are totally valuable and pay off because you're going to be producing better content. In the end, you will be producing better art when you know what you're doing and you are knowledgeable about like the history of whatever your craft is. So that's going to be the underlying theme of this video, is producing better content. To invest in your business means, at least in your art business, it means that you will be able to work with better clients, and the clients want to work with you because your art is fantastic. So yeah, education. I'm gonna leave a few links below for different types of education that I highly suggest. Yeah, so you should check it out. If you're just starting off, for sure, start with education. Secondly, investing in quality art supplies. So I know that when you're just starting off, you don't have a lot of money to be dumping into, very expensive art supplies, whether maybe you're a painter and you want to like get some of those really nice brushes. I know my husband, he likes to paint with, I think they're called rosemary brushes, and they're so expensive. They're like $20 or something per paintbrush. So those are fantastic. And if you feel comfortable investing in that quality tool, for sure do it, because your paintings are gonna be amazing if you're using amazing tools. But that being said, you don't need amazing tools. So just investing to the caliber that you are able to produce better artwork is going to help you out in the long run. So for me, I have the basic setup for lettering that I know works for me. I like to use certain very specific pencils and pens and types of paper, and I've got my big chalkboard wall on the back because I love chalkboard art. So I make sure to actually invest in those things. Sometimes they're not like the highest of highest end, but I think with a little bit of trial and error, you can figure out what tools work for you and why you should invest in tools that actually work. So like with calligraphy, if you want beautiful pointed pen calligraphy, you are going to have to figure out specifically what types of calligraphy nibs work for you. So like in the classes that I would teach, I had very specific calligraphy nibs because those were the ones that I knew produced the best end product. So you got to figure that out for yourself, but whatever you find, get the best that you can, because it's gonna just help you in the long run to produce better artwork and hopefully get all that money back. Hopefully you're not just dumping it into the supplies and then never seeing a return. And if you are, one of the puzzle pieces are probably missing in your business concoction. So anyways, education, great, art supplies. So moving along, I strongly believe that investing in technology is a great investment for your business. So I am a lettering artist. I do freelance lettering, sometimes I do freelance illustration, but I have invested in a fantastic camera. So investing in a camera that you can use for photography, for video, whatever you think is going to be helpful for you to put your best foot forward, whether it's on social media, on YouTube, sending out promotional things, sending out photos for your portfolio. Having great technology is gonna help you do that. So I have a Canon Mark III 5D with a 50mm lens, and I absolutely love it. I invested a ton of money into it, but this is kind of like a great moment for me to talk about how that money came back to me. So as soon as I invested money into this camera, which the whole kit between the lens and the camera was like a couple $1,000s. It was a lot of money, especially for someone who is not a photographer. So that money that I invested into my camera, I earned that money back within a few months because I started producing content. Man, all these phone messages. Here we go. I'm putting my phone on silent. Always getting so many messages. Okay, so I started producing content on my video camera, and instantly my presence on social media, on my website, was elevated because I had great photos. And instantly, like when clients see that, they say, oh yeah, she knows what she's doing. She has a beautiful presence. Her portfolio looks great. Her social media is looking real good. And having great technology will do that. It will attract those clients that you want. Furthermore, this camera, the video capability on it is awesome for someone who is just starting out. And I have used this video setup for pretty much all of my online classes, all of my YouTube videos, and my online classes, they pull in way, way, way more than what this camera cost me. And so if you start thinking of your investments in that way, like how you can invest in something financially and then actually get that money back and create better work, it's going to really change the way you look at investing in your business, investing in technology, investing in tools, all that good stuff. Also, in terms of technology, I highly recommend updating your computer setup, whatever that may be. So for me, I have a MacBook Pro. I just got a new MacBook Pro in 2018. So at this point, it's a little bit older now, but I still use it. I love it. I use my iPad Pro for lettering. And so I kind of interchange between the both. So if you're just starting off, you really do not need both. I get a lot of questions from new lettering artists who are kind of like jumping into this world, and they say, okay, what kind of tablet should I get? What kind of computer should I get? And I highly recommend investing in a tablet before investing in a computer if you're just starting off. The reasoning for this is because I do tons of design work on my computer using all of the Adobe programs, which I'm going to talk about here in a minute. But I use all those programs on my computer. I can't use them on my iPad Pro. But if you're just starting out and you are creating like just lettering and you're not getting into all the crazy things that I get into, like video and web stuff and print and everything, you're just doing lettering. When you have an iPad Pro specifically, or just any sort of tablet that has that capability to like access the internet, you can just create artwork on your iPad Pro and send it directly to a client from your iPad Pro using the wonderful interwebs. So that's why I suggest getting an iPad Pro first, because both the tablet and the computer, that setup is very expensive. And if you're just starting off, frankly, I don't think you really need it. But as soon as you can afford it, I very much suggest doing it and going for it, because being able to use all those programs and learn new things to contribute to your business, those things pay off. So like, for example, my iPad Pro, I think the entire setup was like $1,200. Yes, a lot of money. But I made that $1,200 back within the first month that I started using it. So yes, I'm a little bit farther along in my business than some other people, but it's just good to keep that in mind. Like what types of jobs you have to take on for that to be a viable investment in your business. And same for your computer. You just have to start to like run those numbers in your brain and then weigh it against the different pricing and the types of clients that you get. But also know that having those things can, not always, can potentially make your presence a little bit more professional. Not always. You don't need it. Like people do amazing things without all this crazy technology. This is just for my own business. And part of it is like I get geeked out about this stuff. Like I really enjoy technology. So yeah, tablet of some sort, laptop or a desktop computer, some sort of camera. It could even be your iPhone. Those sorts of things can elevate your business and help you put your best foot forward. So the types of clients that you want to work with start, coming to call. They start asking you to work with them. Let's see here. So we went over education, art supplies, technology. What else am I missing? Investing in self-promotion. So this could be an entire video in and of itself, whether you are like promoting posts on Instagram or doing Facebook ads or sending out promotional mailers. But out of all of these things, I'm pretty old school. I've been doing this for a while and I know that things are changing, but I love promotional mailers. I think they're awesome. And I know that like art directors love them because whenever they get them in the mail from my art rep, they like will Instagram me and say, oh, I'm so excited about this. So my art rep and I, we invest a lot of money into our promotional mailers. And some years we invest more, some we invest less. But between the printing and the shipping, it ends up, if we're doing like a big run, like say like 4,000 of them, it ends up being a couple $1,000s. It's very expensive. But this is kind of like bringing it back to that idea that hopefully what you invest into your business comes back to you. We usually get at least one great job out of our promotional mailers. So to give it a little bit of perspective, if you get a great campaign job with an ad agency from a promotional mailer, that could be like between like a $20,000 and $30,000 job. And if you think about it, if you spent say $2,000 on your promotional mailer, sending it out to 4,000 people or 2,000 people or whatever, it completely pays for it. And not only does it completely pay for sending out your mailer, but it also helps you gain recognition as someone who values print, someone who values design, and someone who likes to connect with clients personally, like on a personal level, because people just don't send snail mail that often anymore. So I think that that is a wonderful, wonderful investment in your business, printed promotional mailers. But on top of that, there are lots of other ways that you can invest in self-promotion for your freelance business. But I'll leave that for another video because I think that that's a long conversation that surrounds that. So yeah, I think that's everything that I wanted to go over. Again, I probably left out a few things. We'll see. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, if you feel like I left out anything. But those are like the main things in my toolkit that I feel like helped elevate my portfolio and elevate my skills. Oh yeah, one more thing that I forgot, investing in some sort of design program. And that kind of like falls into technology. So I use the Adobe Creative Cloud suite. I think mine is like $30 a month or something. I have like a teacher edition, so I have a little bit of a deal on it. But if you're a student, you can have access to the Creative Cloud for I think like $25 a month. It's not bad. And then you have access to like a full suite of apps that you can start learning to help grow your business. So for me, for example, I use Premiere Pro, which has nothing to do with hand lettering. I use it to edit all of my videos. Bam, amazing. And hopefully, like when I'm producing video content, that is going to be paying me back. So like when I use Premiere Pro to edit all of my online classes, I am going to be paying for that Premiere Pro, if that makes sense. So like the money that I get from my videos is paying for those programs. And so in addition to Premiere Pro, I use a lot of the programs, but I basically, the main ones that I use are Photoshop and Illustrator, but I love dabbling in the other ones and learning and seeing how those design programs can contribute to my business and help me grow and help me establish myself more as an expert in my field. And so I highly recommend that. There are a lot of other programs out there. You don't have to use the Adobe programs. That's just my personal preference, and I feel like it has been a good investment on my part. But there's lots of other ones out there. I know Canva is free. Awesome. If you've never checked out Canva, you absolutely should. And you can do like an upgraded version if you want to, which is way less expensive than the Adobe Creative Cloud. Which on that note, now I'm getting into rambling mode, but on that note, if you are part of the Creative Cloud, Adobe also has a program that is online that is very similar to Canva. It's called Spark. I like it. I use it usually to like create specific things like my YouTube banners and stuff, because I can keep it all in one place, super easy. I have set dimensions. I know you can do that in a lot of the other programs, but I like using Spark for that. It makes it very easy. So I think that covers it for now. Again, leave me a comment if you have a question, if you feel like you don't understand something that I've been talking about, but hopefully I can like shift your perspective a little bit on why you actually should be investing in your business. You should be putting money into it. You shouldn't just think like, oh, I'm gonna produce work. Once I get a job, I'm just gonna pay my bills. Which yes, you have to pay your bills first and you have to pay your taxes. But anytime that you can invest back into your business, it is going to help you. Like, I highly recommend, if you're interested in investing in your business, something that you know, before investing in like stocks or, you know, I don't want to say real estate, but maybe real estate. Just before investing in something that you don't know very well, invest in what you know and invest in yourself, because it's just going to help you grow. All right. I keep going on and on and on. If you have any questions, let me know. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, let me know. Leave me a thumbs up. And until we meet again, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, see you later.